Hello out there, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, Public's World of Entertainment. Today I am doing a video for Avengers Endgame. This is my take on the movie. This is going to be the spoiler-free take on the movie. So no spoilers for the movie. This is going to be a general overview and how I feel, and basically how I feel about the movie and different things about it. But there are not going to be spoilers in this review. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, this would be a good review to watch. I'm going to be doing another video that will have spoilers, where if you've seen the movie, you might want to take a look at that, see if you agree with me, if you do, or if you don't. Certainly let me know, and certainly elaborate as well in comments. But that goes even for the spoiler-free this video as well. So to begin with, overall, I felt that Avengers Endgame was an excellent movie. It was a very good, actually a great movie. It does tie everything up. It does what it sets out to do. And I know a lot of people have talked about the movie being long and too long, and my response to that is actually this was the minimum length that it could be and actually still make sense. It actually could probably be a bit longer than what it is, in spite of the fact that it goes actually just over 3 hours. There is so much that this movie covers that it needs the time. It needs the time, and to be honest, it could probably use a little more time. 3 hours is on the short end. Is on the short end of the time span to really tell the story and tell the end of the story that this movie is wrapping up. All the ends, all of the everything together. Now, the movie does have some slower parts to it, although the reason they do slow it down is actually to really tell the story and tell how the story ends and explain everything. And I felt that they did that very well, and they pick and chose when to do it well and how to do it. And they got into enough detail without going too far overboard. But they did also kind of keep it simple as well, as far as they stuck to tying up the loose ends. They did not get into really anything new. They just basically did a tie-up. Now that being said, again, they probably could have used a little more. They probably could have used a little more detail on it, because again, there is so much to cover. But overall, it was done very well. It was the first part of the movie. There are some slower parts to it, but it's building up, and it's building up. In the end, the climactic battle at the end is absolutely phenomenal. And as it ties everything up, it gives a very finality ending. But of course, I mean, it also opens up a lot of possibilities going forward, which can be great, as far as they can take things in a lot of different directions. It basically open up a big can of worms that they basically, Marvel can go in a lot of different directions with it. And my concern longer term is they may have opened it up too much, where when you have too many directions, too many things happening, too many stories, and it can be confusing to an audience, and especially when you deal with what the can of worms that they have opened up. it does it with the way that things could go with that. I mean, it can be confusing, and that can deter an audience, and that is something that could bring about. I've heard it termed before, but with basically superhero or even Marvel withdrawal, where it could be too much, and they eventually it could start to get old and lose some of its momentum. I think taking a bit of a break is actually a good thing as far as the future movies goes. There's only one more Marvel movie coming out this year, but again, the way that the direction and what they have opened up with the movie is it could be it could be good if handled correctly, but it can also be very confusing. It can be confusing to an audience because you it can go. There are 1,000 different ways, a thousand million. I mean, it's and that can get confusing going from movie to movie and understanding what's going on, why it's going on, and the big strength of Marvel and that has been there for Marvel is that you can watch one of their movies without having seen the other movies, and you can still enjoy it and still understand what is going on in the movie. The way this is going, it could become more and more difficult to do so. But that's the one thing for that this movie goes in that I'm concerned with as far as the MCU goes going down the road. But overall, the movie itself was outstanding. It tied everything up. It did what it set out to do, and did it very well. I do have some concerns with the movie, especially for the MCU going down the road. And if you haven't seen the movie yet, when you do see the movie, you understand what I'm talking about. But it is overall, it's a very good movie. Just keep in mind, keep when you watch the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Um, I actually have seen the movie twice, and it was equally entertaining both times that I saw the movie. So it is something that can be rewatched over and over again. That's also a plus for going down the road, and if you're looking at video sales, video rentals, or streaming, any way that the movie is being sold or rented, it should also do well there. Other than that, that sums it up. Again, overall, an absolutely great movie. My concern for the movie is more of what it opens up and what you could end up seeing down the road, and how what they're doing could eventually end up confusing audiences. And when you do see the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Um, and that basically is a summary of it overall. Um, there are definitely surprises in the movie. There are, but it is definitely entertaining. And it's definitely well done. And that basically that sums it up. It's still out. It is still out in theaters. It is slowing down at the box office, but as of right now, it has actually crossed 2.6 million, and second to only to Avatar all time, and it's kind of up in the air whether or not it will catch Avatar. I hope it does. I think it's a far better movie than what Avatar was. It's a much more fitting number one movie of all time than what I would consider Avatar to be. Avatar was known for its groundbreaking special effects, but the movie itself was not. I mean, it wasn't bad. but not all that great. It's not a movie that I would watch over and over again. Avengers Endgame, that it is. It is a truly fantastic movie, and I do hope it does overtake Avatar and become the #1 global box office movie of all time. Um, it is that good of a movie. It definitely fits the mold of a movie you would expect to see at the #1 spot all time. Um, Not sure I can say any more about that. I am going to be posting another video. This one will be have spoilers, and so if you haven't seen the movie yet, stick with this video until after you've seen it. Then you might want to check in on that video, and you can see if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me. Um, but other than that, thanks for watching my video, and please give it the thumbs up and comment if you'd like as well. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Um, you'd get updates each time I do post a video. And other than that, thanks very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful evening. And take care.